my goodness. What a victory. What a game for the New York Knicks. Hold on, let me back up really quick. I'm kind of close right now. Guys, we have won 8 straight games. Hold on, let me pull up the comments. Let me tweet that we're live right now. Guys, I'm excited. Let me tweet that we're live. Hold on. Let me tweet. Wait for more people to come in. The New York Knicks winning a thriller. Whew. The New York Knicks winning a thriller. Hold on. Let me tweet that we're live right now. First of all, Julius Randle is that dude, man. Balling out all night long. And then he drops the game-winning shot with 1 second left. Guys, do you know the degree of difficulty that shot was? Unreal. Unbelievable. Julius Randle. Yo, I can't. Yo, we honestly lost that game in the last minute. And then Julius Randle comes on the court. Jalen Brunson gives him a bad pass. Julius Randle somehow gets it back. And then Julius Randle fadeaway jump shot in the corner. Guys, the degree of difficulty that shot was unbelievable. And then Julius Randle sank it. And it's just the icing on the cake for his great game, his great performance. And he was the warrior tonight for the Knicks. He was the warrior tonight for the New York Knicks. And that shot is just an icing on the cake of Julius Randle's season. And it's been incredible. His run here has been honestly unbelievable, unreal. Knicks fans showed up in Miami. Fans were going crazy all night long in Miami. Fans were chanting, "Let's go Knicks," throughout the game. Second half, Knicks let their foot off the pedal. They left their foot off the pedal in the second half. But then the Emmanuel Quickly show came out. And Tyler in the chat, what's good, man? Another day, another dub. Julius Randle is that guy. It did. That looked so good off of Julius Randle's hand. I was like, no way. Like, that's a line. That's lined up to the basket. There's no way this is going in. And splash. That went in. Yo. Oh, my God. I cannot believe that just happened. I cannot believe it. What a finish. What a finish. Holy bleeping cow. That was incredible. That last, oh my God. I mean, look, the Knicks were blowing out the Heat in the first half, and then the Miami Heat made their adjustments coming in the second half, and then, Knicks were struggling all night. The rest were calling foul after foul call on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler was getting to the line way too many times. I don't know what the heck was going on. Jimmy Butler, how many times did Jimmy Butler get to the free throw line tonight? Like almost 30? Like it was something absurd. Like, are you kidding me? And then the Knicks got to the free throw line as a team. Like, hold on, let me pull up. I think he got to this free throw line like almost 30 times. Guys, I'm just so like in awe of what just happened. Like, I do not understand like the degree of difficulty Julius Randle, that shot was. Yo, that's unbelievable. I mean, Knicks shot 17 free throws compared to the Miami Heat's 32. Jimmy Butler went to the line 20 times. Oh my gosh, Tyler, it was either cash or all air. It was cash. It was cash money. Julius Randle, give him the belt tonight. Give him the belt. Give him the trophy. He had no answer for him in the first half. Randle, fourth quarter, didn't really score, right? Didn't really score. Then that's not just the first clutch shot he hit, the game-winning shot. Let's not forget, in the final minute of the game, Julius Randle came down the court, was one-on-one versus Bam Adebayo. Bam fouled him and won. Put the Knicks up three, which was huge as well. So in the last final seconds of the game, the last final minute, Julius Randle actually made 2 clutch shots. 2 clutch shots for our All-Star. The shot against Bam Adebayo, the and one, the corner baseline fadeaway jump shot where Bam fouled him, clutch. The unbelievable shot against Jimmy Butler, and oh my God, that was unbelievable. 43 points for Julius Randle, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 of 13 from the three-point line. Saquon, what's going on in the chat? Congrats on 1K. Appreciate you, Saquon. Good to have you back in the chat, man. Appreciate you saying that. But oh my God. I mean, when Julius Randle hit that shot, I literally jumped up, was screaming, going crazy, and I was like, okay. The Heat have 1 second left. Let me calm down. Let me relax. The Heat have 1 second left, so let me calm down and scale this back a little bit. And then, Mitchell Robinson with a clutch defensive play there at the end of the game. And I mean, this is, the way the New York Knicks are playing is simply incredible. They've now won 8 straight games. They're 19-12 on the road, number one. They have been clicking on all cylinders. They are playing really well. They're 9-1 in their last 10 games, 8 straight, 38-27 on the season. They're now 1 game back of the Cleveland Cavaliers. 1 game back of the Cleveland Cavaliers, the New York Knicks are. So, this can get really interesting here. It can get really interesting. We have, 17 games left after tonight. After tonight's thriller, which was, it was a thriller. It was unbelievable. And, I mean, tonight felt good. Tonight felt good to be a New York Knicks fans. And the Knicks gave us, 100% effort, especially the closing minute of the game. Randle with 2 clutch shots. And, Brunson even hit some shots there at the end. Manuel Quickley tonight was awesome. Josh Hart was good. RJ Barrett was okay. IQ, man. In the third quarter, when Emmanuel Quickley was answering the Miami Heat shot after shot after shot, Emmanuel Quickley was literally like, okay. I believe he hit 4 shots in a row, and he needs some consideration to be the 6th man of the year, and he's creeping up, man. He is. Emmanuel Quickley, give him his flowers. He has balled out this season defensively and offensively. Emmanuel Quickley just keeps on doing it. He just keeps on doing it, man. I mean, the way he's grown as a player is simply incredible. I mean, for him to come off the bench and drop 20-plus points again, back-to-back nights where Emmanuel Quickley is showing up, and it's really been all season. I mean, Emmanuel Quickley, 21 points, 7-11 from the field, 5-9 from 3. The Knicks shot 41% from 3 tonight. IQ was just simply doing his thing, man. Saquon in the chat, I think we are either playing the Cavs or the 6th seed, depending on the Nets. Nets with a big win tonight in Brooklyn, but hey, we are 1 game back of the Cleveland Cavaliers with 1 game left versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. March 31st, we are in Cleveland, I believe. So that's going to be a big game. And Cavs have an easier path than the Knicks, an easier schedule. But the way the New York Knicks are playing, guys, we are now 11 games over 500. Crazy. This is the second 8-game winning streak of the season. The second 8-game winning streak of the season. And, the offense tonight in the first half was a juggernaut. In the first half versus the Nets, pretty much all game long versus the Nets, it was they were unstoppable. Third quarter, Heat made some adjustments tonight, but Knicks answered back. They kept answering right back against the Miami Heat, and they were taking shots. They were taking turns. Emmanuel Quickley. Then it was Julius Randle. Then Jalen Brunson came back in the game after he hurt his ankle, taped up his ankle, came back in the game. Brunson is a warrior. Then Julius freaking Randle with 2 clutch shots in the final 1 minute of the game. None other than probably the best shot of his career. The shot Julius Randle just hit was probably, he's never going to forget that shot. I'm never going to forget that shot at all. And 2, that's probably his best shot of his young career. I mean, simply incredible season thus far. Incredible game for Randle. And he just keeps on playing extremely well for the Knicks, and it's showing up in the win column. It is. It's showing up in the win column, and it's really incredible to see, really incredible to witness. And, boy, bro, that shot will live on for a while as a New York Knicks fan. I mean, I will never, the way it was set up too, right? The way that shot was set up, he just scored, and then Knicks didn't call a timeout. We had one timeout left. Thibodeau was like, nope, run a play. He scored. Knicks run down the court. Brunson goes down the court. Lazy pass by Brunson. And that was not his first lazy pass of the night, but it was a lazy pass by Brunson. Randle, juggles it, gets it back. Butler has plays good defense on him. And then, Randle loses it again. And then Julius Randle with the shot of his life to win the game versus the Miami Heat in a thriller. Honestly, an absolute thriller. And 8 straight victories to the New York Knicks. Things are looking really well. And, I can only imagine, what everyone else is feeling right now. I'm on cloud 9 right now. I am. I'm on cloud 9. You can see it in my face. I'm smiling. I'm happy. What is the fan base thinking right now? What do you guys think is the ceiling for this team? I'm trying to wrap my head around, one, what just happened, but two, at the same time, I'm trying to this team is playing so well that I honestly think we can make a run in the playoffs. I honestly think this could be a year where we shock some people. And 1 month ago, it sounds crazy for me to say that, but this could be the year where the New York Knicks shock some people. D-Gon's in the chat. The Knicks didn't have a timeout. I'm pretty sure they had one left. I could be wrong, but you could be right. But I swear they had one left, but Thibodeau didn't call it. But what is the temperature of the New York Knicks fans? The way I'm feeling right now is that we can honestly make a run in the playoffs. We can honestly win a couple of rounds. We could. Who's to say we can't beat the Cavs? We could. Matchup against the 76ers, I don't care, bro. The way the New York Knicks are playing right now is simply unreal, and nobody wants to play the New York Knicks in a 7-game series. Nobody wants to play the New York Knicks in a 7-game series. Julius Randle's dominance, Jalen Brunson's dominance, Josh Hart off the bench, Immanuel Quickley's emergence. 6th man of the year, Immanuel Quickley. Yes, I'm saying it. 6th man of the year, Immanuel Quickley. If somehow RJ Barrett can get it together and we can fix RJ Barrett, that would be huge. But Immanuel Quickley, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson got banged up tonight, but a clutch defensive play there at the end of the game. Nobody wants to play the New York Knicks in a 7-game series. I'm sorry. Nobody does. And, if you were to tell me last month that same sentence that I just repeated, I would have looked at you like, come on, bro. Are you serious? The way they have hit a 180 here, the way they have flipped their season around has simply been amazing, bro. I mean, it's simply been incredible. It simply has. I mean, this game for tonight was like a statement win. The Miami Heat, I don't care. They're a tough team. They're, struggling as of late, but they're 19-12 at home. They're a tough team to beat at their home. Knicks came into Miami, beat them in a thriller. Julius Randle, bro. I mean, there's nothing more I can say about you, bro. I mean, you've just been incredible all season long. Pair that with Brunson, and then this is why the New York Knicks are 11 games over 500. They're 11 games over 500. It's crazy. Okay, so they didn't have a timeout. Okay, I was wrong. Thanks, the gods in the chat, for pointing that out. Yeah, Saquon, I looked at the Cavs schedule, and it is weird. They have 3 different back-to-backs against the same opponent, and it's strange. And it's against easy opponents, too. So the Cavs do have an easier path than the New York Knicks, but I don't care. The Boston Celtics just lost to the Brooklyn Nets at home, bro. You mean to tell me we can't go into Boston like we did last month and beat Boston? We could. Like at this point, I would expect the New York Knicks to win that game. I would, because the way the New York Knicks are playing right now it's bro, you don't want to play them. You don't. You don't want to play them at all. And oh boy, chat, man, what's going on, man? I'm excited, man. What's the temperature in the chat? How you guys feeling, bro? How you guys feeling, ladies or gentlemen? Appreciate you guys in the chat as always. Just chopping it up after a great victory versus the Miami Heat. Julius Randle clutch shot. I mean, oh my goodness, bro. I'm honestly probably going to watch that shot like over and over and over again tonight. Like over and over and over again tonight, bringing me back to when I'm like was younger and I just kept watching like highlights over like crazy, plays from the New York Knicks. And tonight's highlight from Julius Randle is one of those highlights that will stick with me in my mind for a long time. It's going to stick with me for a long time. And, the way that play came about, the craziness, the bobbling of the ball, the degree of difficulty from that shot. Like it was honestly unbelievable, man. It was unreal. And you could tell that Julius Randle wanted that moment and he was enjoying that moment. First of all, the Knicks are having fun. I pointed that out in my last YouTube video. The New York Knicks are having crazy amounts of fun. Manu Quickly's having fun. Julius Randle's having fun. Everybody's having fun. Josh Hart's having fun. Obi Toppin, did some things tonight. Like, you're getting contributions from the starters. You're getting contributions from the bench unit. And everything is meshing well along with Tom Thibodeau. He's, give Tibbs props, man. I mean, he's becoming like he's becoming a good coach, and he has been a good coach for this stretch run. And he's making things work, and he's meshing the New York Knicks well together, and it's working. It's working. Tyler, I'm on the come down. The high I got from that shot was crazy. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna be replaying that shot over and over and over again. And Josh Hart just tweeted orange and blue hearts. Knicks PR just tweeted Tom Thibodeau was the first Knicks head coach since Red Holtzman to have 2 8-game winning streaks in the same season. Wow. This is our second 8-game winning streak of the season, guys. Second. We're 11 games over 500. I said this earlier. Nobody really wants to play with the New York Knicks in the playoffs. Playoffs are in about a little over a month. We'll see who we match up. But right now, the way the New York Knicks are playing, I'm sorry, man. What are the like? Has your expectations changed now? Like, do you expect the Knicks to like win a first round series now? Because I mean, maybe I'm thinking too far in advance. Like maybe I'm just too happy and giddy and thinking about the playoffs and the situations and the teams we will match up with and yada yada yada. But as the season progresses and as the New York Knicks are playing freely and are playing really well, like expectations start to creep up a little bit. But some will say you're still playing with house money, right? I mean, what were the expectations coming into the season? Yes, expectations do change, but let's just enjoy this moment, right? Let's just enjoy this moment, enjoy this stretch that the New York Knicks are in, because it's been incredible. G Child in the chat, this game should not have been this close, but a win is a win. I agree with you. It was getting dicey there in the end. Don't get me wrong. The Heat came back. The Knicks were getting, shredded on the pick and roll. Tyler Hero in the third quarter was, absolutely shredding RJ Barrett. They were running RJ Barrett off screen after screen after screen most of the game. And they got to figure that out. But, I agree with you. Knicks let their foot off the pedal. Heat actually took the lead, but then the Knicks answered right back. And, that's the games of that's the NBA now, man. No lead is safe, right? Tyler, I have a ton of hope. Saquon, Chris is we're recording a podcast with Chris tomorrow, so he'll be on tomorrow. If Tyler in the chat says if we get the 4 seed, then I expect to win a series. yeah, because if we get the 4 seeds, we get home court, and it's most likely going to be against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that will be fun. That will be a fun matchup. Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland Cavaliers, Darius Garland paired with Jalen Brunson. We all know what Jalen Brunson did to Donovan Mitchell last season in the playoffs, right? Simply shredded him. Yeah, if we stay at the 5 seed, limit your expectations. But, it depends. Like, let's say the Knicks finish these last 18 games, like, I don't know, like 10-8, and, we fall behind the Cavs. We stay in the 5 seed. I honestly do think we will give the Cavs a run for their money, and I would expect a series win, home court or not, because we play really well on the road as well. We've been playing well at home, but, the Knicks are road warriors, man. They're road dogs. So, yeah, it's going to be, most likely it's going to be Cavs-Knicks first round. Saquon in the chat says, what are the odds we jump the Cavs and take the 3? Let's go through the odds right now, Saquon, just for you. Let's go through the odds. I don't think that it's possible. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think that will happen. But the New York Knicks are currently 3.5 games behind the Philadelphia 76ers. Right now, I would worry about the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then, when and if we jump the Cleveland Cavaliers, then I would start to, dream about the 3rd slot. But that'll be amazing. I mean, could you imagine if the Knicks hop in the 3rd slot in the Eastern Conference? But, yeah, let's worry about the Cleveland for now. And then I'll worry about that. But I think right now, we're kind of locked in this 5 and 4 slot. It's going to go back and forth during these last 18 or such games for both teams, because I don't see Brooklyn overtaking us. The Heat, now we move even further ahead of the Heat. So, I think right now it's the 5th seed or the 4th seed. The ceiling is the 4th, and our floor is the 5th. Saquon said the ceiling is the 3rd. Okay. Tyler said 3% chance we get the 3rd seed. So you're saying there's a chance. But yeah, right now I think we're locked into the 5th or 4th seed. But this is the NBA, guys. Crazier things have happened, and honestly, I wouldn't be shocked the way the Knicks are playing. I honestly wouldn't, but right now, I would expect the Knicks to hop the Cleveland Cavaliers. I would. I mean, excuse me. The Cavs have an easier schedule, but, I'm just so optimistic right now. Like, I'm just so optimistic about this team. And, things are looking really well, and I don't know. I'm just so optimistic. Like, I don't want to, Yeah, Saquon says there's still 1-6 of the season. There is, but, season is, we have, like, what, a month left or so? 18 games, and that quickly comes and goes, right? I mean, but, there's still room for error. So, but the Heat, like, the Knicks separated themselves from the Heat with this win. And, Brooklyn, although they're still 2 games behind us, come on, the way the Knicks are playing, and, I get it. The Nets won against Boston tonight. It's just, I don't see the Nets catching us at all. The fall of this Philadelphia 76ers would be great, though. It would be. To hop them, and then, that would be amazing. Lewis in the chat, never underestimate the heart of a team with a chip on their shoulders. They've been so underestimated all season long. You're preaching, man. You're preaching. Knicks have been underestimated. They've gone through their trials and tribulations. They've gone through their rough patches. They've gone through their, I feel like it was just yesterday where, everything was like spiraling out of control. And then they quickly, 8-game winning streak, shorten the rotation. Trading deadline comes. We strengthen the team. We get Josh Hart. another 8-game winning streak. We're still undefeated with Josh Hart, which is unbelievable. We're still undefeated with the return of Mitchell Robinson. And I think the PR staff tweeted this tonight, but I don't think Mitchell Robinson has missed a shot since he's returned. And I think he's like one shot away from like breaking the streak of consecutive field goals made for a New York Knicks, which is absurd. Dame 2's in the chat. Knicks bent but didn't break. Let's effing go. LFG. Appreciate you, Dame, in the chat, man. Knicks bent but didn't break. That's the way the game is played now, man. I mean, the Knicks went up by as much as, I believe, 15 in the first half. Things were looking really well in the first half, and then things got dicey really quickly in the second half. Heat take the lead. Emmanuel Quickley comes in the game and just, you could tell he's playing with so much confidence, right? Emmanuel Quickley, he's playing with so much joy. He's playing with so much confidence. And he's playing like, he's coming in the game like, I'm one of the best players on the court, and I'm going to prove it to you. And Emmanuel Quickley, time after time, all season long, has been simply dominant for the Knicks. And his scoring punch off the bench has been, honestly, doing wonders for this team. And shout out to IQ, man. Really working on his game. Really impressing, me. And we can just, he deserves some 6 Man of the Year love. He's just been incredible. And then Josh Hart, again, tonight, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Plus 16 for Josh Hart. Plus 22 for iHart. Okay. Leo in the chat says, bro, I can't stand Randall sometimes. I hope this is a good thing. I hope, like, you're saying this like, bro, I can't stand Randall sometimes. Like, Julius Randle deserves no criticism for this season. He deserved no criticism. But this game, he won the game for the Knicks, Leo. I mean, what more do you want him to do? He hit 2 clutch shots in the last minute of the game. And none other than the tough 3 that he hit in the last seconds, bro. So, come on, Leo. You gotta give Randall tons of love here. You do. He's been playing out of his mind. He's been playing really well. And, when I reference Emmanuel Quickley, I should reference him as Emmanuel Quickley, because he is him. Emmanuel Quickley has been balling. Sorry, Quickley. I'm going to start referencing you as Emmanuel Quickley, because you are him. 13 people in the chat. Appreciate you all. Hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up. Big Knicks victory tonight. The New York Knicks are back. They are here. Second game 8-game winning streak of the season, which is absurd, which is honestly crazy. Things are looking really positive for the New York Knicks. Julius Randle, mind-blowing, right? I mean, the way he's been honestly playing for the Knicks and the 2 clutch shots at the end of the game, simply incredible. Give him the game-winning belt. Give him the trophy. Jalen Brunson is a warrior, playing on one ankle, one knee, just coming back in the game, taping his thing up, and just playing like Jalen Brunson plays all season long. Just, he's a warrior. He's a dog. Emmanuel Quickley continuing to ball and out, continue to play well. Mitchell Robinson continuing to be in a force down low. This game was back and forth in the second half. I get it. This game was back and forth. But the Knicks kept answering the Miami Heat's runs. The Knicks kept answering it back. And that has been the shift in this Knicks team, in my opinion. Every time this season the opponent makes a run, you find the New York Knicks answering right back. And in years past, that wasn't the case, right? But the New York Knicks are built this season. They have guys coming in off the bench, answering runs. I mean, Emmanuel Quickley in that third quarter, we can point to that third quarter for IQ, was simply dominant. He hit, back-to-back threes. He was flexing toward the Miami Heat crowd, which is kind of crazy. I think at one point he flexed to the Miami Heat bench. I'm like, bro, Emmanuel Quickley, guy. I mean, this guy's playing with so much confidence, and it's you could see it through the screen. You could see his confidence through the screen. So, big win, man. But one gripe I do have tonight was the free throws. I mean, the way the Miami Heat were going to the free throw line the whole game, which would they shot 32 free throws, and the New York Knicks shot 17. I mean, come on. That's unbelievable. Clean that up, NBA. Please, clean that up. Dame Tubes in the chat says Thibs definitely needs to polish the team for crunch time. The sloppiness will not fly in the playoffs. Under 2 minutes. Let's continue to build. Yeah, I agree with you. The sloppiness will not, and the free throw shooting. The Knicks missed. They shot 64% from the free throw line tonight. They missed 6 free throws. They have to clean that up. Time and time again, at the end of these games, they're missing free throws. And, they're not a great free throw shooting team. I know they only shot 17 of them tonight, but compared to the Miami Heat's 32, and the Miami Heat only missed 2 free throws, which is absurd. But, yeah, they have to clean it up. But, when you win these games, man, sometimes this is what crunch time is all about, man. You get the loose ball, you come out on top, you hit a crazy shot. Like, this is the NBA, man. And this is the beauty of the NBA. The highs and lows of the NBA, man. I mean, you witnessed it tonight. And there was a point when the Miami Heat, in the last final minute and a half, I thought, like, all right, it's a wrap. I mean, I thought the New York Knicks were going to lose this game. I said to myself, great first half, and it's not looking great here in the last 2 minutes. It's not looking great. And then, flip, switched on Julius Randle. Thibodeau called a timeout and then drew a nice isolation play for Randle against Bam Adebayo. Bam fouls him. Randle gets the and one. And that pretty much was like the dagger, so to speak. But Degon says that's what dogs do, man. Brunson, that's what dogs do. Got hurt last game, came back, dropped 30 points in the first half. Got hurt tonight, came back, balling. Hit some timely shots tonight. Offensively, Brunson, 25 points. Timely shots. Efficient. 9 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. He's a dog. He's a straight dog. D-Gons in the chat brings up a great point, man. I mean, I didn't want to get to it tonight because I was, on cloud 9. But I guess we can get to it now since we're 30 minutes in the stream. Just worried about RJ's defense. It's not going to fly in the playoffs. I mean, there was a point. RJ scored 17 points, 8 of 15 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. His defense has been an issue for the New York Knicks. And Tyler Hero, they were running circles. They were running, Hero off screens. They were, cutting Hero. They were running RJ Barrett on the defensive end. And he's struggling right now on that end. He's been struggling all season long on the defensive end. And, which is why you see Josh Hart late in these games, which is why you see Emmanuel Quickley late in these games, is because the Knicks see that. The Knicks notice that. And the way RJ's been playing defensively hasn't been cutting it all season, man. He hasn't lived up to last season. He's taken a step back for sure. Last season, he was a good defender. And this season, he's just taking a step back. But that's why you see Hart and IQ finishing these games. So, yeah, man. But when RJ is in the game, he needs help. And this season, he's been up and down in terms of offensive scoring. 17 tonight. Okay, offensive game. But defensively, the Heat were, taking advantage of that. Lewis in the chat says, could RJ be hurt? I don't know. I don't think so, man. If you're playing, you ain't hurt, right? If you're playing, you ain't hurt. But, people point back to the laceration that he suffered versus the Dallas Mavericks in the Dallas Maverick game early on in the season when he hit his own finger and then he lacerated his hand. But RJ Barrett is not hurt. I don't believe we haven't heard anything, so I don't think RJ Barrett's hurt. Buzzer beater, man. You're killing. Buzzer beater is hilarious, man. For those of you in the chat, read Buzzer beater's comment. He's hilarious, man. That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, man. Julius Randle, man, balled out tonight. Props to him. I mean, timeline was going crazy after that. And guys, we may have something with this team. Which team would you rather? Which team is, for those of you that were around for the 2013 Knicks team, and Tyler brought this up during the last stream, Which team is giving you more joy, the 2013 team or this team? You know, I remember the 2013 team. So that team was really fun. That team, the city was going crazy. You know, people thought like we were going to beat the Heat, but this team is giving me the same vibes, man. I mean, it's a complete team. You're playing with, you know, 2 All-Stars on your team. I mean, Jalen Brunson is an All-Star. Player of the month, Jalen Brunson, which he is the first Knicks point guard to win Player of the Month in history, in Knick history. He's the first Knick point guard to win Player of the Month in Knick history. So throughout the John Starks era, you know, John Starks won some Player of the Weeks, never has won Player of the Month. Jalen Brunson is the first Knick point guard to win Player of the Month. And Allen Houston said that today on his radio show, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. I mean, you know, Melo won it a couple of times when he was here. Randall won it 2 years ago. And Brunson won it, you know, during the month of February. But he is the first Knick point guard to win Player of the Month. It's crazy, bro. Dame 2's in the chat. We can't beat up RJ too much in this game. He put up work on the offense. 17 points a night is exactly what we need from him with just a little defense. Yeah, I mean, RJ, you know, right now he's struggling to find his shot, but we know what he's capable of. He does hit those corner threes, and, you know, early on in the game, he did commit a bad turnover, but like you said, we can't beat him up too much, but defensively, he has to improve. He has to. He's there with the starters. He has to improve. Amari's defense, yeah, man. Amari's defense was. Don't even get me started with Amari's defense. Don't even get me started with Amari's starting. His knees were shot during that. His knees were shot during that year, and you know, I honestly believe if we got past the Pacers, we were, you know, going to beat the Miami Heat. Just my opinion. Whew. All right, I'm going to share my. I'm gonna put some pictures in the chat so you guys can see all of these pictures from tonight's victory. Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson hugging Julius Randle right here. I mean, Julius Randle, the way Julius Randle, after the shot that he hit, when he came down running down the court with his 2 hands up like this. Oh, man. Exciting times to be a New York Knicks fan. Exciting times to be a New York Knicks fan, man. It's exciting. Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen. All right. I'm going to play this so we can relive this one last time. Okay. This is a shot of Julius Randle running down the court with his 2 hands up. New York fans are going crazy in Miami. Randall's going crazy. Ooh, did he say this is my house? Did he say this is my house? If he said this is my house, he's even more of a GOAT for that. He pointed to the court and said something. I don't know if he said this is my house, but he said something. Come on. How do I? All right. Now I'm going to get the shot. Randall did the hewing wings. Yeah. Good observation. Randall did the hewing wings. Yep. Buzzer beater, we are going for a 3rd seed. Bro, you keep saying we're going for the 3rd seed. Calm down. Hold on. Let me pull up the shot so we can relive it, you know, one last time. Okay. Here's a shot. Let me share my screen again. All right. Here's a shot. Julius Randle winning the game for the New York Knicks. Incredible, exhilarating shot. Bro. And the way Tom Thibodeau walked back like he's part of the mafia or something. They would have walked back like, yeah, I know he was gonna make that. Look at that. Look at Thibodeau walking back. Look at Tom Thibodeau. No emotion from Tom Thibodeau. Bro, Julius Randle just hit like one of the best shots of his young career, and Tom Thibodeau has a mean face on. No emotion from Tom Thibodeau. Meanwhile, this guy in the back is like going crazy. This guy's going crazy right here. And then Tom Thibodeau's showing no emotion. Oh, you gotta love Tom Thibodeau, man. You gotta love him. You gotta love Thibodeau, right? You gotta love him. Guys, tonight was a great win, man. I mean, tonight was honestly incredible. Great win, great stream. I can keep going, honestly. Like, I'm on cloud 9 right now. I don't even want to go to bed. I don't even want to get off. Like, the way this night has transpired has just been unbelievable. It's just been incredible. It's just been unbelievable. Buzzer Beater says, I wonder if this will turn into the 90s Miami, New York type of rivalry. You know, this game actually felt like it, man. Like, when the Heat were making their run in the third quarter, this felt like a rivalry. Heat were making the run. Knicks were answering back. I mean, boy. Dame 2 said this friend's group chat was going crazy. 8-ball emojis. I started blasting 9-piece. Bro, man. I mean, what a night, man. What a victory. What a night. All right, I have the whole play here. Let me run the whole play. I didn't show the whole play, so let me run the whole play. All right, so here we go. Brunson has the ball, 38 seconds to go. Was this the play? Or this was the play? No, this was the play when they stole the ball. Okay, they steal the ball here, yeah. Hero gets the ball. This was when I was like, the game's over. Hero makes a tough layup. Does his thing towards the crowd. Knicks get the ball. Jalen Brunson brings the ball up, and he's going to get a screen, attempt to get a screen from Hart. And this pass right here, it was deflected. Okay, Randle gets the ball back, looks at the clock. Deflection. 5.6 seconds left. Butler deflects the ball off Randle. Randle somehow gets it back. Fade, guys. Look at the degree of difficulty for the shot. I mean, the fadeaway corner. Oh my God, guys! I mean, incredible, absolutely incredible. What a victory for the New York Knicks. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'll be back on Sunday, recording a podcast tomorrow. Follow us on Twitter, man, at Knicks Nation. Appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in, man. I'm Anthony. And as always, man, let's go Knicks. 8 straight victories. Let's do this, man. Peace.